Yo, people, what's going on? Another episode. Real recognize real Turkish. What you saying, bro?
Nah, G, come on, man. What you saying, bro?
I'm cool, you know. I'm cool, bruv. Man, this man's what 5 year social media anniversary today as well.
So then,
Hmm.
what? It's only been 5 years.
Yeah, it's only been 5 years, bro, since I posted my first video on Facebook, blood. You know the ones I
Nah,
for
congrats on
5 years.
your 5 year anniversary, G.
Yeah, bruv, it's mad. Bruv, I keep forgetting. Like, you know them ones. Like, it's just is what it is, isn't it? Yeah, 5 years since I posted my first video on Facebook, like
Mad,
2016. Yeah, bruv, you get
mad,
me? Because I
mad,
remember,
mad.
because we're in February now, and then I done 2016. The Euros was that summer. I started doing football videos. Yeah, in the summer of 2016, and then it just went mad. And this was like on Facebook and that before YouTube and that. So
Come on, come
yeah,
on.
it's mad. So
And you
yeah,
done your own thing first before all this United stuff. You was doing your own thing anyway.
yeah. I'm not even talking about the United stuff.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just when I first made a video,
Just
like
general.
general video, like not since the United stuff. The United stuff's only been a few years. It's only been about not even 3 years.
Mad. Come
You
on,
know
G.
them ones.
Come on, G.
Life's crazy, bro. You know the ones, and obviously, man's here now. Know what I mean, doing my thing. So yeah, it's a mad thing, bro.
100K up, basically. When you look at all platforms, 100K
But
up.
I got over 100K on Facebook.
I swear, imagine I don't even check Facebook. So you're 200K up, my guy.
Yeah, I don't check my Facebook. I don't use it no more. But I've got like 130K on there or something like that.
Mad. That is mad.
Yeah.
Can't
So
even
yeah,
lie.
like it's mental. And then I think I got like, I don't know, Twitter must be like what 70 something K or something. I can't remember. You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
even use that too much anymore, bruv. You know the numbers thing is just a vanity thing. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, 100. And even Twitter, I used it for a bit today and I'm gone back to, I'm not using it no more for a little while. Literally, every time I touch that app, it's always some stupidity going on. I can't even lie to you, fam. So I hear you on that one still. I don't even know how I've got 17K on there, let alone you having that many. Do you get it?
Yeah. But that's what it is, bro. Like it's all vanity, innit? The numbers don't mean anything. Like it's all about the interaction and that the love that man gets on here, innit, from the people that really support, man. That's the only thing that matters. All these numbers and that 100K, 200K, bro, what does it mean? It doesn't mean nothing, bro.
Yeah. It's true. 100%. That's what I found. YouTube as well is by far the best platform to engage with for me anyway. See, I like Insta. I like Insta because you can upload nice pics. You can, when someone goes in it, they can see a bit more of what you're about outside of this whole thing, the football thing. That's what my Insta's like. Twitter, hate it, but YouTube, I'm with it. Do you get it?
It's about YouTube's what it's about, to be fair. Like Insta, bro, I don't even really post pictures, bro. More times it's memes and stuff like that. If you actually go on my actual Instagram account, there's not many pictures of me, and if it is, it's of me working. Someone else is taking it. I'm not someone that uploads a pic every day, bro. Sometimes I don't upload in a week, blood. Like
Yeah.
I don't really care, bro.
I've gone through that stage where I'm thinking like, should I just change my Instagram to like obviously more business? Like I haven't posted nothing on Insta since November, my guy. Beginning of November.
See what I mean?
You know, so even me, I look at it like I can utilize this a lot more. But to me, like I'm just happy on YouTube and doing our thing here, really.
100%. So that's what it is, really. Like when I look at this thing, yeah, it's just like it's more testament to the community, yeah, that man's built, yeah, on YouTube. That's all that's all I really care about. Do you know what I mean? Big up everyone that follows me on Insta as well. Obviously, they get to see my Insta stories and see more of like what I'm doing when I'm not working here. But do you know what I mean?
Other things, left, right, and center. You're being called here and there and featuring on this and that. So you need to have something else because YouTube, the stories on YouTube don't bang. So it's hard to keep.
I've never used one.
Same.
Do you know what I'm saying? I've never used one, but do you know what I mean? I'm gonna start vlogging on YouTube soon anyway, bruv. Because
it bangs, man, because it's there for a reason. So it's gonna bang one way or
I'm
another.
gonna start uploading vlogs, blood. Because the thing is, that's how I started. I started vlogging like on Snapchat, and then that's how man got big.
Swear, Dan, you started on Snap as well, yeah?
I started vlogging on Snap, and then today, 5 years ago, I just uploaded one of my snaps onto Facebook, and it banged. It done like 70K or something, and I was like, raw.
Yeah.
You know, like that. That's all it was. But I was just vlogging on Snapchat for my friends, and then bare people started following me on Snap, and my Snap just got popular, and I don't even use it anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Snap.
So
Bro, I deleted my Snap the other day because I opened it and I had bare friend requests, and I'm like, I don't use this, bro. Like, I might as well delete it so people just stop thinking I've got an account. So that's gone now. But big up you, bro. I didn't know that you came like, well, the Snapchat thing was the first thing to bang. I
yeah,
know
bro.
Steve-O came through that, Philly came through that.
Yeah.
You know, so that's big. Like Snapchat did do some justice when in the brief time it was popping. I know.
Yeah, it wasn't popping for long, but I definitely capitalized on it. You know them ones, and
Yeah,
that's all it was, bro. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
That's all it was. And back in the day, you just snap. No one couldn't leave no comment, chatting shit or anything like that. You just put it out there. If you liked it, you liked it. If you didn't, you didn't. Do you know
that's
what I
it.
mean? And now everyone's just trying to chat shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's why I love YouTube, innit? This is the lit community. This is where man has the good talks. Do you know what I'm saying? This is where you get a lot of level-headed people, and the guys that are dickheads and chat rubbish, it doesn't matter.
yeah.
I'm not reading your comments, so it doesn't matter.
They're flooded out. I can't even lie. It's one in every 10 or one in every
That's
20, and
it.
that's nothing.
That's it. Do you know what I mean? So big up everyone. You know what I mean? Inside, you already know what it is. Man, I appreciate you lot support as well. Like, and the thing is the vlogs bang. Like I watch a few vloggers like on YouTube and they actually bang, bro. Do you know what I mean? And I don't really care about I didn't really know them before that. You know what I mean? But a lot of people that follow you want to see what you're doing, and because I'm always doing shit, you know what
Might as
I'm saying?
well. Might as well,
I
bro.
might as well. So like that's gonna come sooner or later. You know them ones. Normally, before I used to just watch fitness vloggers and shit like that when I was still. I mean, and they do mad numbers as well.
Yeah, bro. Listen, there's a market for a lot of things out there. And fitness and health and all of that is a big one. And obviously, you do your boxing thing as well, your fitness thing. And when this lockdown eventually lifts, you know,
But that's what I'm saying. When I had my fight, I enjoyed doing the vlogs and that for that. Do you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And that's just what it is, bruv. So yeah, man, vlogs soon come anyway. I'm out tomorrow filming some football content tomorrow as well, bruv. Back on the pitch, bro. I get to test out my new boots and that. So
Where
that'll be
you filming?
just we always film, blood. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
In
Northwest,
Bridge.
yeah.
Yeah, bruv, in my ends. So yeah, I'm back filming. You know
What
what
is
I'm
that with
saying?
Joel and Frimpon again or
Now I'm
something?
just going out on my own, bruv, because I was just like, fuck it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I just want to get out there, vlog and that, shake the rust off and that. Do you know what I'm saying? I've been doing loads of physio and that. So I said, fuck it, I'll just do a vlog and that. So yeah, I'm filming something tomorrow. So big up everyone inside. Smash the like button as you come in. You know what I'm saying? Obviously,
Keep me updated with the shooting for the like tomorrow. I can't make
I can always get the pitch, bro. So if you wanna come out and do something, then we could do something next week or something.
say nothing, man. Yeah, tomorrow's a bit too short notice, but next week 100, bro. 100. Literally in the next few weeks, this thing becomes a lot more serious for me. So literally, just shout, man. I'm ready.
100. All right, big up. You lot smash the like buttons as you're coming through. Like what? It's only Tuesday. Man, I've seen a few things. Obviously, you got the Jose rumors saying that his job's under pressure. Obviously, that came quicker than man expected. I saw a funny thing about Emery as well, blood. You know what I mean? Man said that Emery at Arsenal, blood, was doing up player manager and that man had 2 gal on the go in London and that. You get me?
I read that still. I can't
Yeah,
even.
the stories have been hella funny. I'm not even gonna lie. Do you know what I'm saying? We got a Champions League coming up tonight. We got Chelsea versus Atletico. That's gonna be interesting. And bruv, some news. They're saying there that PSG that they want Bellerin or something like. And I feel like I've heard this before.
Yeah, you have, bro. You have. The summer just gone. Like he was linked with a move. Now they're saying that apparently a bid was made in the summer, 25 million. And we turned it down, asking for 35. Now I don't know how serious that is. It does sound like something Arsenal would do. But if you're being offered 25 million for Bellerin, you take that. I don't care what people think about how much he's worth. 25. That's fair. That is fair. And I think PSG, listen, people try and measure someone's talent by the teams that are coming in for them sometimes. And I remember in the summer when I was getting onto Bellerin, people are like, wait, well, PSG won him. Those same people I'd ask when Xhaka told the fans to fuck off and he was on the way out, why would they only hear for Berlin that wanted him? And those same fans will tongue-tied. They don't know what to say, you know? So for me, PSG, no PSG, Barcelona, Hertha Berlin, I don't care who it is. I'm more than willing to part ways with my man. Enough is enough, my bro.
Yeah, so you're completely done with Bellerin.
Yeah, fam. Like, people, like, look, yeah, people of AFTV, yeah, when they have an opinion on Bellerin, people look back at that Bellerin interview when he went to some uni one time and he
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
talked about AFTV and profiting off of failure and this and that. And that's been the benchmark for a lot of anti-AFTV, anti-fan channel fans to use as some sort of a shield or a stick to beat man with. When in reality, yeah, they're cutting their nose off to spite their face, because regardless of Bellerin saying that, Arsenal Fan TV is a fan channel. Fans that go games go and get interviewed. So in essence, forget talking about AFTV. You're talking about fans there. Regardless, you might have some that are hype and amped. You might have some that
But they're still fans. They're still the man that are in the stadium. They're still the man that are contributing to your wages. And if anything, the only people that are profiting off the failure of the club are the fucking owners and the players, blood. Because when you pussy-os lose, you're still getting paid. So who's profiting off failure, blood? Because
100K a week we've dropped from Champions League to Europa League, and he's talking about fans. Come on,
bruv, 100K a week to play Europa League football, and man's talking about profiting off failure. Them man are eating good.
Trust me, they've profited the most off of this demise out of anyone. Obviously, Kroenke, but in terms of players and fans, the players have profited a lot more than the fans have, and the fans are part of paying, not just the players, but paying towards the club.
100%, and that's why I don't get that mentality. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, them man are always looking for scapegoats here when they're playing shit. You know them, and that's what they do, bro. It's the players, the managers, all these man. Do you know what I mean? Even the pundits. These men are always looking for scapegoats, bruv. Do you know what I mean? As long as they don't have to blame their mates.
Yeah, 100. And someone reminded me there that Alexis comment, you know, why don't some of our fans stick on the comments he made when Alexis left and he talked about he wanted to win too much? Why are you talking about his comments on fans? Like, my man said a player wanted to win too much. Don't we want to win too much?
Yeah, that's the attitude that man should have. That's the attitude that should be spreading around the dressing room, bro.
Yeah, 100. But instead, even recently when we lost at Anfield, he came out afterwards and said, you know, it's kind of the norm. Everyone loses here. Well, bring that quote up now after 4 straight home league defeats. Not everyone loses there, you know.
Facts.
Until someone wins.
I forgot that.
Yeah, until someone wins, yeah, it's easy to say that. But you shouldn't be going in with that mentality. And the fact just saying it after the game shows that it's been in your mind. I can't say it like that.
100. That means he went out there on the pitch thinking, you know what, we're probably going to lose today.
Yeah, and it's all right if we do. That's how he's feeling, because everyone does it. Come on, jog on, mate. Like, go PSG and let them find out that you're a mess, my bro.
Yeah, facts. That's just all it is, bro. Them kind of ballers are a joke.
What's your opinion on Bellerin? Strictly on the ball, yeah?
Honestly, I think he's shit. And I've always thought he was shit. Like, even when Arsenal fans rated Bellerin, to me, he just looked like someone that just had bare pace. That was it. Like, I never saw a technical side to his game. Like, I was stunned when man was saying that he come from Barcelona. I couldn't see it, innit? Yeah. You know them ones. Man just looked like a poor man's Jordi Alba, blood, to me. Before he just had pace and he'd get up and down. And then obviously the injuries took their toll on him. He lost the extra yard of pace that made him one of the respected right backs in the league. And now he's just a joke.
Yeah, and the fact that he's lost that pace and he's finished as a baller, that shows that you was right. Because back then, when he had that performance against Bayern, he had that season, you know, good Premier League season, 19 years of age. I thought to myself, all right, you know, he's got a lot of work to do, but he's also got some talent that we can hone. He lost his pace and he lost everything with that pace, because that's all he had. You know, he hasn't got quick feet. He hasn't got an attacking presence. He hasn't got the nous to take initiative on the pitch if required. His positioning is all over the place. His tackling is poor. His mentality isn't up to scratch. Everything else but the pace. And he's lost that now. So literally, we're working on nothing.
But that's it. Like, for me, he's not a good footballer, innit? So it's one of them ones where it's mad, because it's like he's not a good footballer, and it's clear that his attention, is elsewhere, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like he's not going to improve, because one, I just think he's past improving, but also in his mind, he's not thinking, yo, I need to get better at football. Like, he's content with where he is right now, and that's dangerous, blood, because he's not performing.
And that's the same goes for a lot of our players, bro. But he is one of them. Look at what he's doing with it. He got injured. He made a documentary about it for his own YouTube channel. Like,
yeah.
my
That's
guy,
wild, did it?
bro. Like, man, get injured every week, my guy, and you're coming to do a documentary about it. Like, it's too self. He's very self-centered.
Yeah.
And a lot of our players are like that because, bro, none of our players have come out over the last 5 years and said, hands up, this is down to us as well. None of them. You know, they all beat around the bush and blame fans or blame this or blame winning too much or what, like silly little things. But come out, I'd respect Bellerin if he came out once and just said, listen, I'm sorry for how it's gone. Xhaka, I'm sorry for, but none of them really want to admit that they are part of it. So in reality, their apology won't mean nothing now because it should have been done years ago. Instead, you're fighting fans years ago. You're blaming fans. You're blaming abuse. You're blaming other players wanting to win too much. It doesn't make no sense.
Facts. Boy, this is banter. See, man pulled up one of my tweets, you know, from 2017. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've never rated this youth, blood. I've never rated, man.
Pace.
I've never rated him. He's just pace, bro. Do you know what I mean? And you see the problem is with these pace players, yeah? As soon as they lose that pace, what you got to show for it now?
Nada.
You know what I mean? And that's what it is in the foreign in the modern game. People get so infatuated, yeah, with the athleticism of players that they don't realize how dead these guys are.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
And bruv, like that's some joke thing, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Bellerin's never been technically good enough for me, and his pace got him out of a lot of trouble that it's not getting him out of now because he's lost it. Do you know what I mean? And now you see a man run past him effortlessly, bro.
Yes, like you said, man will look at his pace and say, nah, he's got something about him. But in reality, you have pace but no brain, and it means nothing, bro.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't know when to overlap, if you don't know when to hold, if you don't know when to back off or when to get stuck in, then pace doesn't mean nothing, you know?
Yeah.
And
100%.
Bellerin, fam.
Facts. Yo, Cyrus, who's that too? Who's in the video? Me or Turkish?
Oh, you. He's talking about. Remember when you done the thing with Fresh Ego I think last year, even the year before, in the barbershop when you lot are just talking about everything, and Dini's talking about AFTV and he knows most men, but with Ty, he like he's a bit different than that.
Yeah, but Ty is different though. Everyone knows that.
That popped up again. I'm seeing it everywhere on Twitter. Like I said, I was on Twitter today. I see that video like 3 times. So I don't know what's happened recently why it's come back out, but yeah, it's come back out.
I don't know, bruv.
What was that? 2019, I lie. And
yeah, bro, it feels like ages ago now.
That's it was time ago. You know I don't know why.
Bro.
Like, people think it's new or something, but
that's what I'm saying, bro. This was what last year as well, bro. Listen, I've been laughing at Bellerin for a minute. You know them ones. I've been laughing at him for a minute because you see the thing with football, yeah. Football's got a certain air of inevitability about it. You know them ones. Just because something doesn't happen when you want it to happen, that doesn't mean it won't happen. It was the same with Fernando Torres. I was always saying it, bro. When I watched Fernando Torres, he had a shit first touch. Do you know what I'm saying? But he always scored goals. And I was like, bruv, this guy's dead, bruv. Like, I always watched him and I thought, hold on, how come this player keeps scoring, bro? Like, his first touch, yeah, like, it looks like he's chasing it all the time. You know what I mean? And then as soon as he had that one, and he had that one hamstring injury, and all of a sudden, he just looked dead. Do you know what I'm saying? As soon as he lost that yard of pace, he just went from up here to not even good enough to play in the Prem, like out of nowhere. How could you go for one of the best strikers in the league to like you don't belong here? One injury.
Finishing is all good and well, but if you haven't got the pace that made that finishing, you know, count, then you're going to miss something. And he missed something when he moved to Chelsea, injuries, and then Atletico was, you know, his downhill slide.
But this is what I'm saying. So it's like one injury, can change a whole man's fortunes. When you've got technical ability, you can adjust your game. When you don't, you can't adjust your game. And that's why these quick players and players that rely on pace, they have short-lived careers, bro. Do you know what I mean? Their prime tends to be a lot earlier.
Yeah, because I see Tristan here saying he had tech, and Torres had tech in his finishing, but on the ball,
he was dead.
Have that tech to beat
dead on the ball. Dead on the ball. He couldn't beat a man. Couldn't trap the ball when you fist it into him. He wasn't holding man. And bruv, Torres was a kick and run striker, bruv. Kick it past man, run onto it. That's all he was, bro. Man had no first touch. It was mad.
Or in the tight spaces, he'd get a shot off. That like he was about that sort of a, one touch bang or through. Yeah, same.
Bro, man saying it sounds a bit like Salah. Bro, he could finish better than Salah though. Like his actual finishing was better. But you're right, they're similar kind of players, bro. But Salah's more physical. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like Salah's a North African brother. You know them ones. Like he's solid, but his touch is all suspect and it's all kick and run and that. Do you know what I mean? But if he loses a yard of pace, bro, can't play Prem no more.
It's peak because it's like how many times we said it? It's a systems game now, and a lot of players are being picked on one attribute rather than their overall ability. So if men are losing yards of pace now, it's going to have a lot more effect now than it might have done 10, 15 years ago in football, because it was much more than just pace back in the day or a single attribute.
Yeah.
Now,
I was just having this conversation with Statman. I was like, back in the day, you had to be a footballer first, athlete second, and now it's the other way around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the players
would be one of the best in the world in this current era, my guy.
Who's that?
Remember Dennis Romadar?
Yeah, all them man there. Oh, bruv. Oh, bruv, I'm telling you. Like, you see these man, bro. Like, man don't understand. Michael Owen was different because Michael Owen lost his pace, but because he was so intelligent, he turned into a penalty box kind of predator and still scored goals. But Owen used to be able to dribble and go past people and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? And then Owen turned into a player that just scored like goals in the box. But he was intelligent enough and had good enough movement to adapt his game. Salah's not going to adapt his game. He's not going to turn into a poacher. You know what I mean? Like, he can't do it. Like, that's just not who he is, bro. He's not a finisher like that. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. Torres had one season with more than 30 goals. But because he was playing for Liverpool, and it was almost like a resurgence of Liverpool because they were shit for so long, it got overhyped.
Yeah, because there's a bit of talent out of like how many years of it's similar to Oba and what he'd done over the last few years at Arsenal. Because we lacked a player like that was productive for so long, or a player that was doing stuff for so long. Obviously, with Oba coming in 20 goals, we got comfortable with that. But we didn't see that, okay, he scores 80% of our goals. So if that dries up, we're fucked. And at the same time, in sticky situations or maybe in one-on-one situations, Oba hasn't really, showered himself in praises. And you can see bits of his game now.
There's another one. He's all pace, but the only difference is with Aubameyang. One thing I would say is that because his finishing's decent, like he can head the ball and that, he could probably adapt his game and just be like a box center forward. But you need to play in a different system. But saying that kind of center forward's kind of dying in the modern game. Do you know what I mean?
It is.
Like, coaches don't really live in this game no more.
You're right, because even when he starts up front now, he tends to drift left, and then someone from the left will drift in. So it's a bit. Listen, he's on a lot of money, so I get when people say they expect what they expect from him. So do I. But at the same time, we need to try and change his position, because left wing right now, I don't see Oba there next season. So if he's not fit enough or all round enough to do the centre forward position, Rants, I agree with you, my guy. He needs to start maybe being a fox in the box type, because he also gets into good positions, tap ins, all of that. He's good at that stuff. So maybe focus more on that, because now we've got Martinelli, Smith Rowe, Saka, Pepe, and Odegaard for a bit. I think we've got enough behind that striker position to get the ball into the box enough.
Yeah.
It's on him a little bit, and it's on us to make it work.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? Big up everyone inside. You got 1.1 in here. People still coming in. Smash the like. And Bradley, 100%. Bro, Ben and Defoe, if they were playing in this era, they're the two best strikers in the league.
Yeah, to be honest, Defoe, I remember I see a tweet from you. I don't know when it was, but people like to chat shit about tweets. But it was something about Defoe. If he played at a top club for 10 years like somebody else, he would have banged more. And I agreed with that, because Defoe was clinical. Yeah,
it was the Rooney thing. I said if he played in a Man United team, he would have scored more goals, and he would have.
100%.
You know them ones there. Rooney, his goals and assists would have still been higher than Jermaine, but Jermaine was just a pure finisher.
Yeah,
100%. You know them one, and that's all it is, bro. Like Defoe reminded me of Righty. Like, do you know what I mean? You know them kind of finishers where it's like, bruv, like they just score goals, blood. Yeah. That's it. Jermaine Defoe is just one touch out the feet, blam. That's it. There's no fancy shit. There's nothing else. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Rooney was more all round, bro. But it's like there's loads of chances, yeah. Like Rooney was like he'll score like a mad 25-yarder in the top corner, but then he might miss a one-on-one.
Yeah,
You know them one.
yeah.
It was one of them ones. Anyone that knows who watches it, you could tell Rooney was a sick goal scorer, but he wasn't like a natural finisher, like a Van Nistelrooy. Like even Henry wasn't a natural finisher, bro. He had to adapt his finishing, and he improved it over the years, bro. Because he was a winger first, and then he went to playing up front and stuff like that. But he wasn't a natural finisher.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Your finishers are your Van Nistelrooys. You know what I mean? Your Defoes. Do you know what I'm saying? Them kind of man, your righties, your Coleys. Do you know what I mean? Them man are finishers, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what it is. Like Rooney wasn't a finisher. He was just an amazing goal scorer. But the goals that Defoe would score and the runs he would make and that, if he played in a top 4 team, this brother scoring 30 goals a season, comfy.
Yeah, 100%. If you look at what Rooney was, how long at United? How many years?
12, I think.
And out of them 12 years, I believe he got over 20 in the league twice.
Yeah.
And we know, and I think it's pretty certain, I'd probably put a big wager on it if I could take myself back and say Defoe at United or City or Liverpool or a top club for 10, 12 years, he's getting 20 goals at least 6 of those seasons. At least.
Facts.
You know? So, but like, look, people are saying, look, people on Twitter especially, they don't want to take themselves back and they automatically think you're saying Defoe's better. You're not saying Defoe's better. You're just saying that in that position, in that time, my man would have got more goals.
But it's just like the Rude and Henry debate. Bro, Rude was a better finisher, but Henry was the better player. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, saying Rude's a better finisher than Henry doesn't mean that Henry's not a good finisher. It just means Rude is one of the best finishers I've ever seen in my life.
Because Rude owned the box. That's the thing. You know, Henry, incredible.
On the pitch, blood. He owned the whole pitch.
Incredible from everywhere. It's true.
That's what I mean. It's the same with Rooney. Rooney all over the pitch, bruv. Like picking up the ball, chasing man down. Bruv, Defoe came to life in the 18-yard box. Life.
Right. Look at the difference. Can you compare Vieri to Henry, or can you compare Vieri to Van Nistelrooy? There's different types of strikers. You see what I'm saying? It's different. That's
it. I mean, 100%. I big up you, man. And Bellerin, Alphonso Davies used to be a left winger, bro, and also used to be a striker. So he just looks like a left winger playing at left back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But with mad pace.
He does. He probably got obviously you get confidence on playing an attacking role. And then if you get pulled back, if you've got that mentality to say to yourself, all right, this might be better because bro, I know a lot of people that get moved positions, especially attackers moving back. They're thinking to themselves, nah, man, I want to attack. Because attackers are attackers because they want to get goals, assists, and create more time. But he's done well because it looks like his head is on. He's focused. He hasn't thrown his toys at the pram. He's taken his attributes from an attacking position back. He's going to be top fullback for many years to come. And if need be, just push him up the pitch a bit more.
100. You know what I'm saying? Big up everyone inside. I big up for this comment as well. You know what's mad, yeah? Like, that's the reason why I said I'll start vlogging more is because everyone's always like, oh, Rants, what football team did you play for? This, that, and the other, and all this stuff, bruv. Football's been my whole life, yeah, since I was a kid. Bare these man, yeah, talk about football because, they like football and that, bro. Like, man, football's been my whole life, bruv.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? In the academy system from 7, like, traveled loads of different countries, played football in loads of different countries, had bare injuries. Do you know what I'm saying? But man's traveled all around the world, like playing football. I've been mad countries. Like, do you know what I'm saying? I've been all around the world. It's been my whole life, bruv. So man just loves the game, innit? I actually love football, blood. That's why I got no time for tribalism and all these other things, bruv. Because it's like, I love the game, bro. The game's more important to me than my team. Like,
I get you. Do
you know what I'm saying? Like, if my team, was liquidated tomorrow, do you think I'm going to stop caring about football?
Yeah, you won't have a team, but you're going to care about football still.
I won't have a team, but I'm still watching football every day.
Yeah.
You know, like that, bro.
When man was with it, bro.
Like, when I was outside, man used to bring I used to go to school an hour and a half early, blood, so man could play football before school.
The Redgra. Because in Highgate Wood, my school, there was some bit called Redgra. Hour and a half before, hour and a half after. Lunchtime, same place. Find me there.
Man used to go. I was in the cage, blood. School started at 10 to 9, bro. I was in the cage at like 7:45, blood. You know them ones. And then lunchtime, man would fucking play football for the whole of lunch and eat my food in class, blood. You know them ones. And then I would go home and I would kick ball, blood, when I got home until the lights came off in the streets, whatever time that was. And then I'll go inside.
Whether it's against the wall, against the cage,
Bruv,
on the grass, it doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying. You know, like that. And that's what it is, bro. That's been my whole life. So when man are on here and they're talking about ball and that, most of these man didn't even get picked for their school team, bruv.
Nah.
You know them ones. Like, man's actually lived it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is my whole life. I love the game like that. Do you know what I mean? There's bare man there that didn't even get picked in PE to do nothing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the thing's different. So the way I love the game is different to the way other man love the game, bro. Do you know what I mean? I sacrifice bare things, blood. Man never had my first alcoholic drink till I was 25 after I retired and stopped playing football. You know, I never drank. Man never smoked nothing. No, nothing, bro. Like, I dedicated my whole life to playing football, blood. I had like 3 surgeries, bare traveling, everything. And when I start vlogging and that, man will start telling you about some of the shit I done. You bare man saying, "Oh, tell us some Sweden stories." I got bare stories. Man's gonna tell you bare stories.
European trips, I've heard, like Poland, Spain,
bruv, everywhere, bruv. Oi, blood. When man went to Riga, bruv. Listen, man went Riga, blood. Like, trust me, Romania strip clubs, bruv. Man seen bare things, you know. Listen, so when I tell you, man's got bare stories. When man always messaging me saying, "How come you know all these pro ballers and that?" Because, bruv, most of them are my friends, blood.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, if you're playing football, you know man that are playing ball. Even if they're not at your club, they're at another club.
Yeah.
And then you have, then you play, like when I was growing up, you play in your district team. Do you know what I mean? A man grew up in Brent. So, like, man had like Balassi, like, do you know that them man there, all like Albert Adoma, like all that, they're all them man, we all grew up playing football together. Kerry Gilbert was at Arsenal. Like,
times.
Yes, I mean, Kerry's my brethren. Like, and he played Champions League with Thierry and that. And me and Kerry and that, bruv. I used to take him down the park. We used to go to the park, bruv. And we used to just be playing on like the AstroTurf before they had the 3Gs and that, bruv. Man's at Arsenal, you know them ones. And we're just running around and kicking ball with everyone else and that, bruv. Like, man's got bare brethren that are still playing. How Robson Carnu that's plays for Wales and that. He was in the year below me at school.
Swear.
You know, yeah. So, bruv, he was at Reading and he was at Arsenal as well. So, bruv, like, there's bare man that I've gone school with. Like, Raheem went to the same primary school as me and Yannick. You know them. So it's like there's bare man that, like, I've gone school with or been in the same year group as or played in the same district team or something. You get me? Or played against. Like, there's bare different things. So that's how I just know all these people, blood. That's all it is.
Man, network. And when you're real, when you keep it real, you know, people tend to not latch on, but people tend to warm to man. You know, that's what I was saying on my show yesterday, Big Six. Like, you got to keep it real, and there's not enough real people in this industry. So where you've come from, you haven't changed. You get it? So that's why them man are still, you still got their numbers, they still got your number. Because
there you go. And that's why man, and that is why man know, yeah. And that's why them man rate me as well. Because I remember when they're doing the tissue paper challenge, yeah, when you had to do the kick-ups with the tissue paper, and I uploaded mine, yeah, and then Bear Man was, and then Yannick commented underneath, and he's like, "These man don't even know." Yannick was like, "They don't know," because bruv, me and Yannick used to bully people, blood, at Westway. We used to just go there and bully, man.
Oh, Westway, you know, memory.
Bruv, we used to just kill people. Like, me and Yannick used to take the piss. Sometimes, like, we'll be playing like 6-a-side, and me and Yannick wouldn't pass to no one else. We just pass to each other and just rip 6 man on our own. Like, that's what used to happen, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, when man don't know, it's because I don't really talk about it. Because man had bare injuries and it was a stressful time in my life, bro. Like, man don't really know about all your brethren are outside training. You're in the physio room all the time, bro. Like, it's mentally it destroys you, bro.
Well, you know, look how many players have come out since, or man have come out since saying, you know, like, look at all the stories about footballers being dropped and let go because of injuries or because of this, and then having the mental effect afterwards.
Bro,
you know?
Listen, I've had some madness, bro. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Man could have all gone Arsenal. So mad. You know them ones there, like, spoke to them, everything like that, bro. Or Arsenal were trying to poach, man. You know them one. Trying to poach, man. You know
Imagine.
them ones, and I almost went. And I almost went. You know what I'm saying? And I literally done my knee, I think like 3 weeks before.
Yeah, it's peak, bro. I can't lie to you because I didn't get into it as deep as you got into it. I remember what's the closest I got when I was 14. 14 was it 14? Yeah, when I was 13, 14, Southampton wanted me, Leighton Orient wanted me for trials and whatnot. I went to the Leighton Orient one, but I wasn't very too serious about it. And Southampton wanted it more. But you see what it was? I didn't want to move out of London at that age. I just thought to myself, right, like if I move out of London now, the man them are here, like what I know is here. But if I had that decision now, if you could take me back there, I'm going. I'm going out of my comfort zone. But then at that stage, I wanted to stay in my comfort zone. And I can't, I look at that decision and I think, if only, but
that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying, bro. So that these men don't know, bro. And that's why we both manage football teams as well, blood, because we love the game, bro. Like we're doing it in our own time. No one's paying us to do it, blood. I'm doing this out of my own pocket.
Trust me.
Like that. And that's the difference. Do you know what I'm saying? There's bare men making money from talking about football, but how much of that money are you putting back into actual football? You're not, bruv, because them man don't love the game like man. That's why there's only certain man I could talk to.
Yeah, you know it, bro. There's not many like-minded people around this industry, my guy.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where the respect comes from, you get me? And that's what it is, real guys. And I know Rav because Rav's just a real guy, blood. You know what I'm saying? I chat to him. I think I spoke to him yesterday. Like, it's just one of them ones.
Man come from the same sort of environments. Do you get what it is? And regardless of if you're an actor or you're a footballer or you're a YouTuber, yeah, there's people from the same background, same environment. And someone like Ravel, you know, when Rants says it's because he's real, yeah, what he means is, fam, we've gone through the same experiences. Like, Rants will see Ravel, hear his story and think he can relate. Ravel will look at Rants, hear his story, he can relate. And that's, you know, when you can relate and you understand experiences and coming out of the back end, that's what it is about being real. You know, it's not just the
facts.
Do you know how many people say they're real now? It's like 2020 became the year of saying you're real.
Everyone's real now. And that's why, like, after Rav done the thing with Rio, yeah, and I was chatting to him, and he said to man, he was like, bruv, you know what I'm saying? You've always had man's back. You know them ones.
Yeah.
And I have, blood, because when man want to slate him publicly, same with Jesse, I'm not having it, bruv. You know them ones, because it's one of them ones I can see when there's a baller in there. And also, I understand all the little things that go on, yeah, like behind the scenes, because I've been there. You know them ones. Normally, fans just think, oh, yeah, bad attitude, bad attitude. When he talked about what happened with Allardyce, yeah, and how basically the man offered him a contract on the condition that he left his agent and signed for Allardyce's, bruv, normal football fans would never think that shit happens in the Premier League.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they'll blame him and say, oh, another club it hasn't worked out at. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's easy to blame him. And the media will do what's easy. They don't care about... Look, we've got to care about each other in terms of when you see someone you can relate to, you've got to care about each other, because mainstream media, mainstream anything ain't going to care about us or where or the demographic of where we come from. And the demographic don't mean race or nationality. It just means where you was brought up, what you was around, the opportunities you were given, the opportunities you missed, and all your experiences. And we can't wait for mainstream media to turn the way they are and start looking at themselves. We have to become that, you know, all right, you relate, keep it real. Same way we Ravel you, Balassi you, for example. Even with me and a few players, I tend not to say names, but it's not.
But you chat to them, bro, on the level.
Yeah, 100%. Because they know, regardless of us not knowing each other fully from young, they know, they can tell there's something to relate to. History, experience, all of that. It matters.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. Big up everyone inside. And yo, these Mino quotes are funny, brother. That's another thing. I love Mino, and the reason why I love him is because man's played football, and I know how fucked football is, guys. So he looks at football very emotionless, innit? It's just a business to him because he knows the fuckery that goes on. Do you know what I'm saying? And they were like talking about the comments about Pogba, bruv. Since them comments come out, he's had his best period.
Yeah,
you know them ones there. And that's just what it is. Like, bruv, I agree with everything Mino says. I never agree with the timing of it sometimes.
Especially
I always agree with it. I always agree with what he says because he looks at it in black and white. He's like, you're Manchester United. You said you're the biggest club in the world. You can do things that other teams can't do. You sold Pogba a dream. You sold me a dream. You said that you were going to do this Galactico thing and bring all these great players to the club and you were going to win all these things. You haven't done it.
Yeah.
So let him go, blood.
It's true. You got someone there.
That's just what you say. That's all it is.
Yeah. And
you know what I'm saying? That's all it is, bro.
And the thing about it is, yeah, these agents, obviously, it's one thing debating the value of agents now. That's not what we're debating here. What we're debating is Mino and how he goes about. And you got to think, when agents started coming in, look at Ferguson and Mino, for example, and how Ferguson was with him and that sort of agent. Mino has been through them experiences to be the man he is today. So his approach today is based off how he's been approached in the past and how he's been dealt with in the past. Football's a ruthless world, isn't it? So if Raiola is not the one benefiting, then it's either Man United benefiting or Pogba benefit. Like, there's always going to be a benefit somewhere. And at the end of the day, with Mino, I feel like it's nice to have someone that. And look, Pogba mustn't disagree, because if he disagree completely, he would drop him out. So,
bruv, he don't disagree because listen, Pogba knows, yeah, that like the agent is the only person that has his best interest at heart, bro. The only person. The club don't have Pogba's best interest at heart. Sir Alex Ferguson never had Pogba's best interest at heart. That's the reality of it. Do you know what I'm saying? Greatest manager in the history of the club. Do you know what I mean? But the facts are, the only thing Ferguson cared about was Man United, and rightly so, because he's the manager. So why is Ferguson going to like Raiola? Because Raiola cares about Pogba. Ferguson cares about the football club. Do you see what I'm saying? So their priorities are different. Ferguson's priorities are not keeping Paul Pogba happy. They are, I'm going to do what I want to do for the betterment of the club in my eyes.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying? So 100%. If Pogba's not happy and he wants to leave because Ferguson's not playing him, which was justified, then obviously he's not going to like Raiola, because Ferguson's like, you know what, lad? Wait another season, you'll get your chance. And Pogba's like, I want to play now.
Yeah. And let me ask you something, Rants, because you're right still. So I don't know if you can answer this question, because I know how the internet is, but do you think, you see Ferguson's management style, do you think that would have continued succeeding if he stayed another 5 years?
In the modern game? Nah, absolutely not. But do you know what I'm saying? I've said this before, but that's why I think that he was he went out at the end of the era that he was meant to go out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's why I said that Wenger should have retired then.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
that was the
Wenger.
Yeah.
You know what it is with Wenger? You see that management style of Fergie, He was more like all right, get down or lay down type. Like, if you're not with it, you're out, And that management, even in normal companies, has gone out. You've got to be more of a man manager, people person. Wenger was that. So I thought in this day, he might even excel more, and he might come out.
But the thing is, it was his methods that were outdated, not necessarily how he was. Do you know what I mean? Ferguson's methods went outdated because he always brought in number twos. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
But I think because Ferguson, you have to think about Ferguson. Ferguson's an old man. Do you know what I'm saying? These old men ain't got time for man on social media dancing, bruv. He didn't even like David Beckham, bruv, because of that. You know the one. I remember Beckham was doing this kind of things, before social media, before Instagram. And he fell out with Beckham. He didn't like Beckham's wife because she attracted too much attention to him and her.
Yeah.
He didn't like the bling lifestyle. Beckham was the bling, the Ferraris, everything, and he didn't like it.
Yeah, he came.
Do you know what I mean?
Came in with him. Brill Cream. I remember Brill Cream that time.
So if he didn't like Beckham, he would hate this generation of footballer now.
Hate it.
He would hate them.
Bro, if he didn't like Beckham, listen, you got Beckhams all over the place now in terms of the commercial.
And they've got Beckhams that ain't even nowhere near as good as Beckham.
Yeah, exactly. Without
like that. Bruv, listen. Most of these footballers now got 500,000 fucking or 1 million Instagram followers and ain't one shit, blood.
Wow.
You know, like that. So if he couldn't even really fuck with Beckham, he ain't gonna fuck with everyone else.
Yeah.
You know, like that. So he left at the right time, bro, for the generation coming through, also for his legacy and everything else, bro. Like, it's just a different era of football, both stylistically and player power. Ferguson used to run Man United from top to bottom.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not the case at the club no more, bro. Like, directors of footballs are coming into the modern game, all these fucking 1 million scouts and all these other things. Ferguson used to send his son to go look at players.
Yeah.
You know, no, like, man don't understand how different football used to be. You know, do you know what I'm saying?
True.
So it's not a it's not a disrespect to the man
Nah.
saying that right, this era of football would have been different for man because it's a different era, bro.
Yeah, that's what it is, bro. It's a different era. That's why I asked it, because listen, Ferguson's the greatest, but obviously football and management has changed. The way players interact and expect to be treated has changed. You know, you can't throw a boot across the changing room in this day and age without it hitting the headlines the moment you walk out of that door. You know, if not, someone's called it on Insta Live or something nowadays. So
yeah,
that's why I asked. And also, Rants, do you think he would have retired if he didn't win the league that year?
No.
Yeah, he wanted that one more back in it before he moved on.
I just think the stars aligned for him.
Yeah, it did.
You know what I mean? At that time. And he was like, brother, I have to leave now. Because I'm sure there was pressure on him to leave. And obviously, I think his wife was ill at the time. And then the way it all happened, it just like, brother, what better way to go out? Winning a league that we didn't really deserve to win. Do you know what I mean? And everything. It was perfect. Just bought Van Persie.
Taking Arsenal's last best player, you know.
Yeah.
After that momentous like battle we had, my man took our best player, won the league, and retired. That was it. He pissed us off with Van Persie. He pissed City off because he left on the high.
Yeah.
He pissed Liverpool off because he left on a high. Literally, Ferguson went out. Perfect timing. It's mad.
But that's what I'm saying. So I think it was perfect, bro. Do you know what I mean? And if you look at the way football's gone now, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the likes of with like people like say like the Pogbas, like the Lingards, do you know what I mean? But even stuff like Instagram, bro. Imagine if Beckham had the Instagram.
Bro, he would have had followers.
Bro, imagine after Fergie's kicked the boot in man's face, blood. The man just went on Instagram live.
Bro.
I just go on Instagram live, blood, and be like, yeah, this just kick the boot in my face, cuz like, you know, like that. Like it's mad, bro. Listen, you know the amount of shit that went on, yeah, in the game that we'll never know about because there was no social media.
100%.
Do you know what I'm saying? So there's no way, bro. Some of the antics that went on, then, do you know what I mean? Like, bruv, it'd have been different. Imagine if all the times when Keane and them man were going out and getting pissed and that if man had camera phones.
Imagine. It would have been X'd.
Bruv, you know the amount of stuff that we would know now that we don't know.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
Camera phones and Twitter, bro. Put them together, yeah, and put them back in the day. It would Adams, Roy Keane, Bellerin in the tunnel, all these things, bro. You would have saw a million times worse.
Million, you know what I'm saying? In them days, we only saw what we were allowed to see.
Yeah, just about.
Do you know what I'm saying? Now you can see everything.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because man, just pull out their phone, blood. Imagine, you know what I'm saying, what you're out and having a drink. My man's just there with their phone.
Yeah,
you're on Instagram live, bro.
Yeah, trust me. I see someone there. Rude gentleman said Roy Keane would have got done for toxic masculinity. I know he would have. He would have someone to man up after a game, yeah, and Twitter would have ended him. What do you mean, man up? What does that mean? You don't say that no more.
100.
All of that shit.
You know, like that. So that's what I mean, bro. Like it's just different. Do you know what I mean? It's different. Yannick supports Arsenal. You know what I mean? And it's just and so does Ravel.
I swear.
Yeah. Bruv, Henri got all them little black youths in Manny supporting Arsenal, you know. There's bare of them.
Yeah.
I was surprised. Even Gabby supports Arsenal as well.
Yeah, I knew. Gabby.
And he's a Brummie. Do you know what I'm saying? It's the Henri effect, blood, and the righty effect, blood.
100%.
And that's what it is, bruv. So that's the impact of footballers. And United didn't go on social media. Yeah, bruv. And now look at the way now United are always pushing the social media numbers and everything. Do you think Ferguson cares about that?
Ferguson didn't give a shit about
anything. Man don't care about that. Roy Keane's just come to Instagram, yeah? And that's because I know that Michael Richards probably got in his ear, and it's one of them ones where him and Richards now, they're doing the good cop, bad cop thing, yeah? And it's enhanced Roy Keane's brand now because now he's looking a bit more likable because they bounce off each other. So he's probably got a PR team that said, yo, we can capitalize on this.
Yeah, 100%.
Instagram.
100%. That's what's happened.
Yeah.
And even when you see the pictures going up with him and his grandson saying he's got a smile, he's playing off of that bad, not bad guy, but that, you know, sour type of guy. But listen, it's needed, man. He needs to do his thing. It's good to have the Micah Richards or the Ian Wrights on there, but it's also good to have a bit of the other side, where it's the other side of football from back in the day.
Facts. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, bro. So, like, that's the era that we're in, and life evolves, football evolves. Do you know what I'm saying? And people evolve. There's certain things you could do or say like 10 years ago that you can't do or say now. It's looked at a different way, and that's the same with management, bro. That's why when they said to Jose Mourinho, yeah, like what happened to the old Jose, and man's talking about evolution and that. The facts are he hasn't evolved.
Yeah.
And that's why he's becoming extinct, bro, because he hasn't evolved.
And he thinks he has.
You know what I'm saying? He thinks he has. Do you know what I mean? Just because he's probably putting up with more shit than he used to. But he ain't. Do you know what I mean? He probably thinks, all right, bruv, I'm giving them a mile, mate. When in reality, he's probably doing basic things.
Because it's one thing managing your Paulo Ferreiras and Carvalho's, Drogbas and your Schneiders and Eto'os and Ronaldos and whatever. But when you start managing the Dele Allis and the Harry Kanes and
I want to go up and do boohoo and that.
Jose
ain't got no time for that, bruv. He expects you to play injured, blood. And you're doing boohoo man shoots. Nah, allow it.
Trust me. As much as Kane's a top striker, if you ask Jose who would take Kane or Drogba, I know who he'd take. You know, I know
100% he would take Drogba all day. Drogba in the trenches.
Yeah, that's what he likes.
Yeah, in the trenches for Jose. That's why he loves that fucking DM. What's his name?
Which one?
At Tottenham now.
Oh, Højbjerg.
Yeah, that Højbjerg, overrated Brer, blood. You see how much they were saying how sick he was at the start of the season, and now no one's talking about him no more because they're ninth and that. You see what I'm saying? Footballers are bare reactionary. I mean, football fans, Højbjerg, best signing of the season. Where the fuck is he now, blood?
No one's talking about no one but Mourinho at that club now.
That's it, blood. You know them ones. He's a fucking water carrier, blood. Do you know what I'm saying, though, Højbjerg?
Mourinho said he's second to none. How can you say you're second to none after the last 5 years, Jose? You're mad.
Yeah, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Højbjerg is a water carrier. That's what he is, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? That's all he is. You know what I'm saying? That's all he is, bro. I remember talking about signing of the season because he cost 5 million and that. Ain't no one got time for that, you.
That's what Jose likes. You know, instead of trying to make Ndombele work, he'll still, put Ndombele in and out and just play Højbjerg for the whole 90 every single week. But I get that. But at the same time, part of management is unlocking the players you do have. And Ndombele, we've seen enough to know that's a player.
I'd build my whole midfield around him. That's how good he
is. He's solid as well as technical. Like, it's mad. He's got it all in terms of the middle of the park. But Jose's still stuck in his rigid ways, second to none. My man's a madman.
100%. But that's what he is, bro. He's a donkey, bruv. Them players. And those are the players that Jose likes, innit, bro? Man that just do what they're told and keep it simple, blood. That's it. Do you know what I mean? He just wants man to go out there and die for him, blood. You know, that.
Trenches, die for me, 1-0.
That's 100% it. And that's what I mean. And that can't work now in the modern game, bro.
Nah. It's changed. Like I said, if you compare the players he has now to the players he's had at clubs in the 2000s and 2010s early, the players are different mentally. It's not about just mentally, they're not the same. So he had to change, but he's not that type of man to be able to get players on side, in my opinion, in terms of being not a nice guy, but being someone that you can believe in and someone that you can get behind. His winning streak came because he had done it at Porto. He had money afterwards and he'd done it again, not because of just the money, because he had something about him then. But now football's changed. He's done. And he ain't getting a FIFA job.
Nah, no way. I mean, he's too controversial, so he won't get that. You know what I mean? He would have pissed off everyone at FIFA. He ain't getting a job there. He would have insulted everyone there. He ain't getting a job there. You know what I mean? He's definitely burnt all of his bridges. You know what I mean? So it's peak for him. Do you know what I mean? But he'll probably get a pundit job or something like that. Be in, pay bare money. You know them ones. So
yeah, because he was doing that in between anyway, Tottenham.
Yeah.
So
you know what I'm saying? So I think that's what he's gonna be. Or he'll go Sky, and Sky will pay him bare money.
Yeah. Sky would probably do that.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I see that happening. You know what I mean? So yeah, Jose is a finished manager. Like, big up everyone inside. You already know what it is, bruv. That flu, bruv. Smash the like button. Get the lights up. 1.4 in here. I got my Atletico Chelsea watch along. 7:45. You know what I
Same.
mean? It's gonna be a mad tactical game. So I'm gonna enjoy kind of analyzing that and seeing how the two teams set up.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cagey, man. But I do think there's gonna be goals in this one. I do. I don't know why, because the two styles probably tell you that it's gonna be like a 0-0 or a 1-0.
Yeah.
But I think there's gonna be more goals. I
I'm
think there's gonna
thinking
be more goals.
I'm thinking 2-1 Atletico. And like you, I
Yeah.
don't know why I think there's going to be 3 goals in it, but I don't know. I just think that, some of these games where it can be over tactical,
Yeah.
an early goal just throws it all up in the air.
Yeah, that's what you're hoping for, that like an early goal from like a set piece or a quick
Yeah.
counter attack where man is still cold. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And then that just turns this game on the head. You know what I mean? Because if the longer it goes without a goal, I'm worried that one won't come.
Yeah. 100%.
You know,
100%.
like that. So yeah, that'd be interesting. You man, smash up the like button. Make sure you subscribe to Turkish his channel. The link is in the title. So just click the hyperlink, the blue hyperlink there. Subscribe. Do you know what I mean? We're back again on his channel on Friday. You know what I mean? And I'm super active, bro. I've got watch alongs tonight, and tomorrow, and on Thursday, on top of the usual shows. You get
Say no
me?
more.
I think
Say no
who's
more.
playing on Wednesday? What game am I doing on Wednesday? I think I am doing
Then Man City playing someone.
Nah, I'm doing Wednesday. I'm doing I think I might do the Real Madrid game.
Who they got again?
Atalanta and
Okay.
Man City got Mönchengladbach, but I watch City a lot because they're in the Prem, so I think I'm gonna watch Real Madrid.
Atalanta, as well, what they done last year, it'd be interesting to see because Real are all over the gaff. So that'd be a good game. There's goals in that game for sure.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So I think I'm gonna do the Real Madrid on Wednesday. Do you know what I mean? We know what we're gonna get from City.
Trust.
You know what I'm saying? So big up everyone. Make sure you subscribe to Turkish's channel. The link is in the title. And then we're back again at 7:45. Me and Aaron are back. We're gonna watch both games. We're gonna watch the Chelsea game, and also I think there's Lazio as well or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes, it's Lazio and Bayern Munich. So I'm gonna have both games on. So yeah, when I do the Champions League watch alongs, we'll have both games on. You know what I mean?
No more people tune in.
You know what I'm saying? So big up you, man. You know what I'm saying? Smash the like button before you leave. Make sure you follow Turkish, and then back again